Hey tool tubers, Rob's Wrenches here. In this video, I'm going to customize this tray to organize the sockets that I have. I don't need a whole lot of 1/4 inch for this particular tray, but what I want to accommodate is 1/2 inch and 3/8, and I'm going to do that using these rails from Lowe's, which are identical to these, and these clips from Harbor Freight that will fit these rails. Stay tuned. This Kobalt tray comes with 1 row of 1/4 inch, 2 rows of 3/8, and 1 row of 1/2 inch. I've removed the 30-inch clips, or the 30 1/4 inch clips that were on the first row, and I'm going to replace those with 3/8 clips from these individual rails, which are probably made by the same manufacturer. They're the exact same color, shape, and everything, except this one is shorter. So I'm going to remove all of the 3/8 off of this third rail and put them onto the front rail. It's a process. Slide them forward. After depress this detent to get them off. You know, it serves as a stop to keep them from sliding all the way off the rail. And I'm going to reposition them all to the front rail, and then I will replace this rail with all 1/2 inch. So that's going to get me closer to where I want to be. I have quite a substantial amount of 3/8 and 1/2 inch sockets, you know, as opposed to 1/4 inch, and I'm sure that's common amongst most folks. You know, you don't have that many. You might have a 1/4 inch or a 6-point 1/4 inch set, and then a 12-point 1/4 inch set, you know, but those are very limited. You know, they usually go on up to 15 millimeter or 5/8, and that's about it. You know, other than that, you know, you're limited as to the sizes of what your quarter inch is going to be. So there's no need for all of this space to be taken up by 1/4 inch pegs for sockets. You know, I'll be better served by using 3/8 and 1/2 inch. All right, I'll continue this, and I'll be right back. Now that I have the 1/2 inch rail emptied, I'm going to take the pegs off of the Harbor Freight plastic rail, and I won't call them compatible. I won't call them, they're certainly not identical, but these will accommodate these trays. The measurements are slightly different between the two. The blue ones from Harbor Freight are maybe a 1/16 or 1/8 of an inch thicker, but they do accommodate one another. Now, be mindful that this is a lesser expensive version, and you'll have some like this right out of the box. You know, some of the detent pins, detent balls will be missing from them. So be aware of that. If you do use this one, you know, if you just absolutely have to, you know, it's not gonna retain your socket. The socket will slide down on here. Here's a 1/2 inch with the ball detent. It will slide down on there, but there will be nothing to hold it in place, you know, like that one. It will not snap into place. You know, it'll just be loose and sitting there, being held on by gravity. So just be aware of that if you do this. All of the ball detents are facing towards the handle of the socket tray. So as you remove one from the Harbor Freight tray, ensure that they're facing the handle so that they'll be in the same orientation as the originals. So you can slide it on and gently rub it across, and there you have it, you know. But be sure that you have the you want to maintain the same orientation. It's not absolutely necessary, but for uniformity and to make it look proper, you know, try to maintain the exact same orientation as the original. 3 down and several more to go. Okay, so this is the final result right here. I have all my 1/2-inch deep impacts on the back row. This is the only row of 1/2-inch. I have this is 1/2-inch also. Everything else on here is 3/8. So I have, these are all 1/2-inch deep impact Tectons. These are gray pneumatic. These are my dual socket deeps, dual socket shallows up front, and these are Pittsburghs. These are Pittsburgh set shallow 3/8 drive. A correction. These are 1/2-inch drive. Yeah. Okay, so 1/2-inch, 3/8, 1/2-inch, 3/8. I took all the 1/4-inch pins off, and we'll use them separately for something else on a different reel. I have a second one for the chromes that I did up as well and customized, and pretty much did the same thing. You know, I had far less 1/4-inch that I needed to put on a tray, you know, for organization, then I could use, you know, just separate single reels where I could put them where I needed to in the box. So that's about it. Customizing these trays to fit your needs. I really wanted some Westling trays, and I thought they would fit a lot better in the box and clear up a lot more real estate, but they're $100, and there was other things I have on my wish list, you know, and these are readily available at Lowe's for $24.99 or something like that a piece. So I figured I'd just get a series of these. Why are you all out of focus? So I figured I'd get a series of these and customize them to suit what I needed them to do. And that's what I'm rolling with for right now. I'll still have the Westling trays on my wish list, and I'll probably bump up to those at some point. But more than I need those trays, I need a bigger box. So here's what I got for now. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Please comment and rate the video. Appreciate it. Thanks. Rob's Wrenches out. Deuces.
Panda, panda, panda. I got broads in Atlanta, just to the lean the family. Credit cards in the scammers, hitting the licks in the van. Legacies, family.